Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we are going to talk about how to write equations of a line, or also called linear equations. Right? Now, in last video, we talked about what a slope is. Right? The slope is how inclined a line is, and we also talked about slope m being rise over run. Right? Now in this video, we are going to bring in another formula to write slope, which is slope m equals y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1. Now I'm going to go more details about what is x2, what is y2, or what is x1, and what is y1 later on. But for now, just remember, slope can also be written in this form. Okay. Now there are two forms in which we could write an equation of a line. The first one is called point slope form, which is basically y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. Again, I'm going to go into more details about what m1, x1, and m is later on, right? And then the next form is the slope intercept form, also called y equals mx plus b. And this actually m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Okay. Now let's look at an example to talk about the first one. All right. So the first one I'm going to do is 2,3 and 4,0. Okay. So we have 2 points. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to label these points as x1, y1, x2, y2. Now again, it doesn't matter which point you make your x1, y1. You could make this one your x1, y1, and this as your x2, y2. It doesn't really matter which one you do, as long as you do one of them as x1 or another as x2. Okay. Now we are ready to plug in the formula. Now, if you see, the formula has m in it, so before we could plug anything in this formula, we should find what our m is. For that, we are going to use that. All right. So let's find the slope of this line. M equals y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1. All right. Now y2 is 0 minus y1 is 3. And x2 is 4, x1 is 2. Gives us a 0 minus 3 is minus 3 over 4 minus 2 is minus 2. So our slope is negative 3 over 2. Okay, now we are ready to plug it in that formula. Minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Okay, now y, we're going to leave that alone. y1 is our 3. M is negative 3 over 2. X, we can leave that alone. And x1 is 2. Now again, it doesn't matter what you pick as your x1, y1. Your end result would be the same. Okay, now let's try to simplify this. Y minus 3 equals minus 3 over 2. I'm going to distribute this to the parentheses. Minus negative 3 over 2 times negative 2 would just be a 3. Okay. Now we talked about last time any equation of a linear of a line should always be in the standard y equals mx plus b form. So we are going to change this into looking like something like y equals mx plus b. Okay. So for that we have to isolate y by itself. So let's take this 3 over to the other side by adding plus and plus. So the y equals negative 3 over 2x plus 6. Okay, now this is in the form y equals mx plus b. And this is the linear equation of these 2 points, line containing these 2 points. Okay, and this is how we do it. Now let's look at another example here. The one we're going to do is negative 1, 1, and 2, 3. Okay, now first of all, we should find the slope. y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, let's label this x1, y1, x2, y2. Now y2 is 3, y1 again 1, x2 is 2, and x1 is negative 1, so negative of negative 1 gives us 2 over 2. Minus of minus 1 is a plus 1, so 2 plus 1 would be 3. Our slope is 2/3. Okay? Now, we're ready to plug it into this formula. Y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Alright? We're going to leave y by itself. y1 plus 1. M is 2/3. And x, we're going to leave that by itself. And x1 is again negative, it's minus of a minus 1 again. Alright, so y minus y1, 2/3, x minus of minus is plus 1. Okay? Again, the same thing, we're going to distribute this to the parentheses, so 2/3 x plus 2/3. Alright, now just like last one, we are going to change this into the standard form, y equals mx plus b. So plus 1, so we have y equals 2/3 x plus 2/3 plus 1. Now we're going to combine these two constants into one single constant. So y equals 2/3 x plus, the 2/3 plus 1 is going to give us 5/3. Alright, so this is in the form y equals mx plus b. And this is our question. Okay, this is a, I'm only doing the point slope form right now. Now let's do one more of this and we're going to move into the next one. One comma 2 and 2 comma 3. Okay? Now, again, the first thing we're going to do is the slope. Okay, so y2 minus y1, again, same thing, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? Now, x1, y1, x2, y2. Now again, so y2 would be 3 minus y1 is 2, x2 is 2, and x1, sorry, is 1. This gives me 1 over 1, so the slope of 1. Now we're ready to plug that into this formula, so we have y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Okay? So y by itself, y1 again, 2, m is 1, x by itself, x1 is 1. This gives us y minus 2 equals, distribute 1 to the parentheses, I get x minus 1. Now I'm going to change this into the standard form. So, I said y by itself, plus 2 gives me y equals x plus 1. So this is y equals mx plus b. And this is my equation, the linear equation. Okay, and this is it for this video. We are going to talk about the slope-intercept form in the next video. Thank you very much.